is one hell of an entrance. Feels like we are visiting Great Gatsby now. Hidden somewhere in the mountains of Limassol. What's
Limassol
up?
sex department. Your documentation, please.
Literally. I'm expecting bodyguards now. Keys. There we go. AMG. Hey everybody, it's Rico Go, and this is a week in the life in Cyprus of building an empire and also enjoying the summer as much as possible. And for that, we are now attending a private barbecue party. I'm here with Jack from Poland, and let's see what it's all about. Rozumiesz po polsku, Jack?
Oczywiście, że rozumiem.
Bardzo fajnie. Bro, that's a lot of cars.
A lot of cars and a hell of a car.
Yeah.
Like a fucking mansion. Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello. Just casually walking through the kids' room.
Hi, buddy.
How are you?
All good.
Nice to see you.
You're looking great, by the way.
Thank you.
I've seen and reflect on what's been like a year ago.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you did, what peptides you are eating, but that's amazing. I'm Yuri. Nice to
Calorie deficit and training every day.
And a lot of steroids. This is
You're amazing.
only I know.
Best motivation.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. How are
You
you?
look a lot, huh?
Good to see you again, bro.
How are you?
Very nice. You?
Good, good.
Cigar as always, yeah?
Aperol Spritz.
Alright, with the man in his living room. How are you so comfortable letting so many people in your private house, bro? I admire it.
I don't know, man. I love people. And look, I believe in one mantra, right? Business is not done between companies, it's done between people. So I like to create this environment where people come together, get to know each other, become friends, and then business will flow.
I mean, we are friends for quite some time now.
Correct.
We met 3, 4, maybe even 4.5 years ago. And I
Correct.
remember you invited me to one of the first events that you hosted, and I liked it so much. So anytime you send me an invitation, I'm like, yeah, I'll definitely come. And
Thank you.
being in your private house is a pleasure. For the people that don't know you, I mean, you're the face of the iGaming industry, so to say. Polis, founder of Sigma, and you have many ventures. You do many acquisitions and events.
Correct. Yeah, well, Sigma's my baby. You know, it's something I started 14 years ago. And we organize conferences for the online gambling industry around the world. We're in Sri Lanka, we're in Brazil, we're in Manila, we're in Dubai, we're everywhere. But now we're also involved in the VC world. We invest in people who have founded Ikigai, and a VC fund called Ikigai Ventures.
I've seen it, yeah.
And we're in tech, we're in gaming, and that's going well as well.
Interesting. Any interesting acquisitions upcoming?
Well, there's 2 babies that we have founded and are really nurturing with the ecosystem, with money, which is a game studio called Wicked Games.
Oh,
And a platform called Quantum Gaming. So
Wicked
we'll
Games.
see where the future will take us. Yeah.
amazing, bro. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's have some
appreciate
fun.
it. And now we're going out again. Eman is one of those people in my network where I get a little bit nervous. I don't want to make mistakes. And so I was a little bit nervous doing this little interview now because I know how valuable his time is. But he was totally fine with it. And so now we are going out again. It's going good so far. Music is good. We are vibing with my drink. My drink is here. Just found it right in front of me. Look at all these people. I love that kids are walking around. And doggies! Oi! Doggies! Big boy. We got drinks just everywhere. That's a flex to host a casual pool party like that in your house. Look at that. You know, right now is one of those moments where I randomly get goosebumps just because this is such a cool, motivating, inspiring lifestyle. Imagine you have literally a mansion somewhere in the mountains of Limassol. You just randomly decide it's Saturday. Let's invite all my friends, host a pool party with high quality food, drinks, and no pitching, no suits, nothing. Literally just people with good energy. It's not about business, it's about the people, as Eman said himself. And look at this view. Amazing. Limassol is such an inspiring city, actually. I really, really like Limassol. You know what? Let's just vibe. So I'm here with Sam. I hope you can hear us, even though the DJ is right in front of us.
At least I can hear you.
We can hear each other. Yes, this is me. Yes, we can make a photo, of course. 1 second. Cute.
Good to see you again, my friend.
Good to see you again. I think the first time we met, it must have been 6 years ago now.
6 years, that's very true.
And the cool thing about Sam is not just that he just gave me this Cyprus edition Davidoff. So it's like a special line from Davidoff specifically made for Cyprus, right?
That's true. Davidoff made this special edition Davidoff cigar for Cyprus, and like they are famous in creating cigars for every successful city. So obviously now the country is on the right track, being very, very successful, which bringing a lot of attention to lots of brands, from cigar brands to luxury brands to every people like around the planet. That's saying that Cyprus is the new place for business and pleasure, and the luxury is here now. Like if you want to talk about Cyprus 10 years ago, you couldn't find like a Michelin restaurant, and now we have Michelin restaurants, Michelin chefs, and we have like really top quality things coming to the island. I'm afraid it's gonna be super crowded, but it's nice for the island and nice for the people who's living on the island.
And this obviously means a lot of opportunities and possibilities. But what I also wanted to say is that Sam actually helped us, my ex-girlfriend and me in the beginning, a lot with finding a job. Indeed.
Yeah,
that was very interesting.
I hope it was a good help, but who really helped you is you. And I just said it to you. We don't know ourselves until we challenge ourselves. And the more we challenge ourselves, the more we find our potentials and our capacities and capabilities of doing things. So if you sit in your comfort zone, which you didn't do, you work day and night to come to this level. So nobody helped you, you helped yourself, you created yourself. And I would say to you, this is the beginning. There is no limits for success.
That's basically what Cyprus can do to you. If you come here, you work on your dreams, and you literally don't stop.
Yeah, work on your dream.
Love that conversation, bro. Love it, love it. Nice, bro. All right, cool.
You have a protein magnet. Every time you find some protein on the party.
I'm basically the protein radar. Look at what I just found. I found all the good stuff. So here we have chicken, of course, with some zucchini, champignons, as well as pepper for low calories. And then here, the best part, some actual beef, which I'm absolutely going to destroy now because I'm actually a little bit hungry. So that was the house party for today. Whenever I'm out with Jack, it's just going wild, so to say. But that was it. And now the next part is going to be the investors brunch, which is coming up very soon, which I'm very excited for. So we arrived at the venue where we rented a restaurant for our very first investors brunch, sponsored by Offplan.One, where we invite 10 potential investors that are interested in either the first property purchase or further investment units. And so let me just take you with me a little bit. A few people already arrived, as we can see. So this is how it looks like. We basically rented out this whole room right here, where we will have a presentation over there, Eliza and me, where we talk about my own investment here in Cyprus. And then based on my investment, we enable further investments where we get bulk discounts so that everyone gets the best deal, the best price possible on their property purchase. So quite a smart move. because if you're buying on your own, you do not get the same discounts as if you're going to buy with 5-10 other people. So we are literally creating win-win-win-win-win situations while also having a little joint venture, because the idea is to buy one whole apartment together where we source the plot, then we source the construction company, and then with combined funds we are financing the construction over the next 2 years. And once the building is ready, then we will also manage the property ourselves with short-term, long-term rentals depending on what each investor prefers. And we keep everything in-house so that we do not have other owners in the same building that don't take care of the building. That is exactly how Offplan.One makes sure that the quality is always at the highest level. And if you're interested in that as well, then make sure to reach out to us on Offplan.One.
This project got launched last year November. Of villas, very nice area, quite cheap villas. And as it got launched, I was one of the first person who knew about this project. This line was completely sold. Here's the sea view. I was wondering, like, shit, why like immediately 6 units got reserved or are sold? What is happening here? And then we started working on this project. We sold a few units here, and the developer gave us access to the first line. And that was in December last year. And then I understood, shit, I was just not on a premium list. So what is happening here in Cyprus? Most of the developers, they have special exclusive units they want to offer for their good clients, for their good partners, but they're not advertising it. For example, those were just kept out of the books for their top clients, for their premium partners. And this is the same what happens in almost all the projects. And we want to give you access to everything because we get better units for less amount of money in the best price stages.
So while we are watching the presentation about Cyprus real estate, we are enjoying our breakfast here. I have 4 clean poached eggs as well as 2 little cute buns for the carbs and to concentrate because it's very interesting. This is basically the building with a lot of facilities, amenities, rooftop pool, gym, spa, everything. Yes. Alright, so that was the first investors brunch with our presentation where we talk about the real estate market in Cyprus in general, and then we talk about why Offplan.One is the best partner to work with and specific projects. So a lot of input, a lot of value, and great connections, because what we do here is creating networking effects, synergies, and we are finishing off now drinking the last sips of coffee, and then as it is Saturday today, I'm taking it a little bit more relaxed with work today. I'm gonna check my emails now, answer a few comments and DMs, and then I will probably go somewhere for dinner, watch the sunset. Already excited for that. That's work-life balance here in Cyprus. Wavy here at the boat at the Blue Lagoon in Polis. Beautiful boat day here with this self-driving vehicle. I'm of course Captain Rico today. My friends are somewhere in the back there in the cave. I decided to stay in the boat because the captain is always the last one that leaves the boat. And also I'm just chilling a bit here, recording some content, just reflecting, thinking, planning, strategizing, brainstorming. At a location like this just always gives me much more creativity and just is a little escape from my routine, because my life is usually very, very strict. Also doing amazing drone footage, just a whole different perspective looking at the Blue Lagoon and the crystal clear water A lot of boats today as well. Like, damn, I think we are at the peak holiday season right now, where everyone just wants to be in the water, which I can totally understand, because Cyprus has the #1 cleanest sea waters in all Europe. It is literally 100% clear, which is non-arguably visible on the content, but even more so when you're in the water with the goggles and you just feel like a fish yourself. Also, this mountain here literally looks like Table Mountain in South Africa. Interesting. I just feel so vibey here with the Spanish music and myself, talking to myself. I'm always the guy with my friend groups who's like alone, doing my own stuff, escaping. Yeah, I love it. Captain Rico and pilot at the same time here at the boat Fantasy, that's the name of it. And yeah, damn, big boat here on the left side of me, also black. Cool. I think I unlocked a new life goal, to own a yacht. How cool would that be, to just have a boat that you dock and park at the Paphos or Limassol harbor, and on the weekend you just sleep there. I mean, we have a little room down here, and this boat that I'm in right now is like a price tag 35,000 euros boat, I would say. And even this one has a cozy little basement. So if we bump up and double the budget, 60, 100, 200k, the boat that you can get for that amount of money is quite nice. Theoretically, if I sell my McLaren, I could do it. This water is just unbelievable clear. This must be one of the most turquoise waters I've seen. Like, not even comparable with Dubai, Thailand, Bali. I've been to most of the most popular places. However, the sea in Cyprus is just uncomparable. And what I love most about the Mediterranean Sea is that it is rejuvenating. It gives you energy. It makes you feel fresh. Whereas the sea in Dubai, for example, and also in Thailand and Bali, I remember, I didn't even want to go inside. I felt a little bit dirty afterwards. Here, I literally just want to jump inside all the time, be a fish and drink it, which is obviously not a good idea because of the sea salt. Maybe after 3 days of being stranded, but that's not for us. Guys, I forgot my drone. I almost forgot it and everyone saw me running around. Cringe, but I don't care. And also it's funny because some of the people know me and they're like, what is Rico doing alone on the boat here? Running around like a maniac. I almost lost my new drone. But these drones are undieable. My old drone survived with me everything around the world. Whew. Okay, heartbeat going down now. How could I forget the drone? I'm just doing the video now and I look there and I see it going into the water, wanting to do an emergency landing because the pilot just left. Guys, I stay a YouTuber. Rico alone at home. Well, not really, because I'm here with my minions, which is like an insider joke at Tuxedo.One because our branding is yellow and I always say that everyone from the team is a minion. So I have a lot of minions around my new house, another one here and many more which you will see in a minute. But I thought that I'll do a little house tour as I live in this house now for quite some months and I never really showed it, even though I wanted to, because I already had a few people in front of my house asking me questions and I don't really like that, so I'll only show the inside. I put all the curtains down just for my own privacy. And this is something I will definitely do in my new house that I'm going to buy, not showing anything, because my house is my house. Anyway, so let's start. showing you around a little bit. What do you think? So first of all, we have this huge 90-inch TV, I think. It is the second TV that I bought in my life, and I actually didn't want to buy a TV, but my girlfriend said, come on, it's gonna be so nice, Netflix, this and that. Yeah, using it literally only for music. But anyway, nice little decoration right above the fireplace that I've been waiting and that I will probably keep waiting for until I move out, because my landlord is, yeah, taking it siga. Other than that, I recently bought a soundbar, which was such a good investment, and please ignore my semi-professional setup. I literally tried my best, but regardless, it does the job, and the bass, especially when watching a movie, is just so good. Try to add a lot of plantery, a lot of greenery, and especially this palm tree right here was a very good investment because it just adds the vibe. I mean, in general, guys, you need to know that my house is very, very modern. And from the outside, it is actually very unique. Like, this house looks so different to usual Cyprus homes. And that is actually why a lot of people know this building from outside, but it was empty for a very long time because no one wanted to live in such a Batcave, except me, because as soon as I entered this house during the property viewing, I was like, I want it, like, sign me up. No matter the rent, I just want to have it because it's so aesthetic. I mean, look at the kitchen. So basically, the first floor is this living room. By the way, all the furniture that you see is my own. It's the first time I bought furniture, TV, all of that, because the house was unfurnished. And so I had to buy a lot of stuff. I think I paid close to 10,000 euros. And very common in Cyprus is that the kitchen is connected to the living room, as you see here. But what I like so much about this layout is that it is an open kitchen. So when I'm standing here doing some food, which I actually did, I mean, I literally just did some chicken. And while doing that, you see that I can literally watch TV. So when I have guests, which is very rarely, but when I do, they sit on the sofa, I make some food, and I'm still with them. I still see the TV and I'm not disconnected from the action, which is the case in many properties here in Cyprus. And so yeah, other than that, we actually have some empty space here, which I never really knew what to do with. I was thinking of adding like a billiard table here because it is actually quite big. As you see, I can fully stand here with open arms, and I could even place a piano here, which was also an idea, but it's all about the execution. Ideas are not enough. And so I much rather use it as a little storage right now for my gym stuff, this and that. And yeah, as you see, stairs to the first floor, which is even more interesting, which we are going to look at now. Just a few of my helmets, another minion here, some Batman collectibles, because I'm really in my Bruce Wayne era right now. And so the theme of this house is a little bit like Batcave, and here is my sunglasses collection. Let's also take a look into the fridge of Rico Go, which is actually not that exciting. I mainly have eggs, avocados, some protein, coffee, a lot of zero drinks, which are great when I'm on diet to just suppress my hunger. And then down here is where I usually have my meat, but I ate all of it because I'm flying soon. Here I have a few frozen vegetables and sweet potato fries. And so that is about the kitchen. Behind me you see my very first painting that I bought. I started to collect paintings from local Cypriot artists. That's the first one. And now we're going up this stairs. What I also love so much about this property is just this fully glassed out wall, which just adds to this modern vibe. Whenever I go up here, I feel like Bruce Wayne. And then, I mean, just look at that. Looks so cool with this stair. Also, another idea of mine was to hang something here all the way down there, like some plantery or this thing that the fire department has, and then I just imagine basically jump over the stairs and just down to the first floor. Second painting that I bought also from a local artist. Oil painting, of course, very cool. When I saw that, I just fell in love immediately, bought it. Also now you see the sun is setting outside, and then always during the golden hour glow, the sun is just directly shining onto this painting, and it just looks so majestic. Up here we have 3 rooms. We will start with the first one, which is my master bedroom. Oh, and by the way, I have a super professional security system here, as well as camera equipment, as you see here. I see you guys. Who are you? Security is very important to me nowadays. And oh yeah, the sound is much better here because of the bed. So let's turn on the lights, because I usually leave the windows down and I hide myself in this house. But that's the master bedroom. Very, very minimalist. That is because I only sleep here. So I made quite an investment into that bed. Just the mattress is over 1,000 euros, but totally worth it. This was the best mattress I could find in the Paphos Mall. I just said to myself, I'm getting a little bit older, I'm 28 now, and my health is my most important asset, so I'm sleeping in that bed for 8 hours every day, which is literally 30% of my life. So let's get the best mattress possible, because in the past I always used to have like mattresses that were used from other people before and that were the cheapest versions of the mattresses. So this one is also super, super thick, as you see here. It's like, I don't know, 30 centimeters, something like that. So after sleeping in that amazing bed for quite some months now, my recommendation is always, if you have the money, just buy literally the best mattress possible. Obviously don't buy an overpriced one, but don't go with the cheap ones. Here I have my suitcase because I'm flying to Poland in 2 days from now. Guys, I lost my passport a week ago. It was a whole chaos because I was out. I took pictures with some kids in front of my car, left the bag on my car, and then I just jumped into the car because it was dark and I drove off and the bag fell off the car somewhere nearby. I tried my very best to find it. I even did TikToks about it. Anyway, I went to the embassy in Nicosia, got a temporary passport so that I can travel at least a little bit during summer. Now, here in front of me is my walkable closet. And I'm not going to show you everything now, just here. Got all my stuff. You can never have enough short pants, swim pants in Cyprus, as well as socks and underwear, because you're sweating so much and you need to change them 3 times a day. Here's my suit that I would actually want to wear more often, but yeah, very hot in Cyprus for suits. This is the ensuite bathroom, nice shower, mirror fell down for whatever reason. Need to hang it again. And that's where I sleep, guys. AC, of course, and we continue to the next room, which is literally next door. And this one is so amazing that I just left it empty. As of now, it's my stretching room. Quite a big stretching room, I would say, with a lot of echo. And love the foam roller. And what's crazy to me is that this room alone is as big as the living room in my first apartment that I rented here in Paphos a few years ago. And now having an empty room in a 200 square meter luxury Batcave villa just shows me every single day how much my life actually changed over the last few years. It's really a reality check. Keep working hard, guys. So we are out again here. This is a gift that I got from a subscriber. He has like an online shop with custom prints. And even though the sun is blocking it a little bit, you see that it is a picture of me with my McLaren and my G-Wagon. It is actually super good quality, like glass. Very happy about that. Just as this one, which was also a gift actually. And those 2 wallpapers are actually so inspiring to me every time I come up to the first floor and I walk past these 2 beautiful images. I get inspired to keep working hard. Also in the basement of my house, I actually have my own private garage where I park my cars, my motorbike and everything, which is a very nice feature because it just adds to this Batcave style even more. Second bathroom, actually third. I didn't show you the toilet downstairs, but anyway, toilets are not that interesting, are they? So here, bathtub, which I literally never used, I think, so far. And before we go to the cockpit, the most interesting room, let's just take a quick look at this room right here, which is my laundry room slash storage room, because I have a few things just laying there which I don't even know what it is. Very simple. And now we're going to the main room. Looking quite nice now as the colorful lights turned on themselves. Always during sunset they turn on. And this is my office room. This is where I spent most of the time, literally, during the day. I actually spend at least 6 hours per day here, but more often than not, I also spend 8-10 hours here because actually I work a lot. I sit here on my chair, which is also a very good chair. Can definitely recommend to make an investment into a professional office chair, and also a height adjustable desk. I'm just pressing this button. It lifts to the perfect height so that I can also use my stepper. This bad boy right here is also just an amazing tool to do as many steps as possible during the day, even if you are not going out. Whenever I do some creative work, I just jump on the treadmill and we are burning fat while also getting work done. Amazing, isn't it? This wall right here is my acoustic panel wall because I'm sitting here talking into that direction, and then all those panels here are absorbing my voice so that there is no echo, which I used to have problems with in previous apartments. So this wall right here actually cost like 500 euros. And the funny thing is I actually cut them to the perfect length, but I never installed them because I'm lazy sometimes. But it gets the job done. That's the most important thing. Got a lot of carpets as well for additional echo absorption. My first Louis Vuitton bag, which I use for business meetings. Also, I love branded stuff from my own brands, just as this Offplan hat. And here we have my Sony FX30. Amazing camera, which is not overheating here in Cyprus, very important. My GVM key light, this bad boy, lights up my face when I'm sitting here in the cockpit. Okay, now it's a bit high. Let's make it down again. And here we have my microphone, which is a Shure SM7B. Then I have an interface, which is an Elgato Wave XLR. I have a MacBook that I use for literally everything. Logitech MX Master 3. It's literally the same mouse as 4 years ago, still working like on the first day. Apple Magic keyboard and my Apple Studio display, which I bought recently. I upgraded from a Samsung curved monitor because the colors on this monitor are true. So whatever I see here is the exact color profile as the footage actually is, or the photo actually is, which is very important for me for color correction and all those things that creators care about. Even though the most important thing is obviously to do content and not to get lost in unnecessary things, so to say. I recently saw a video from Alex Homosi where he was actually talking into an iPhone with super bad quality, but he explained that for him as an educational content creator, the most important thing is to just do as much content as possible and bring as much value as possible. His audience is not really interested in the perfect color correction, edits, this and that. They just want to have as much value as possible. And this clicked with me so much because sometimes I'm just way too perfectionistic when I work with my editor and we do revisions about things that no one would see but me. Talking about that, I'm actually just reviewing a video that my editor sent me. We are working with Frame.io where he uploads all the content and then I'm just giving him notes, and this is the most recent video. It's basically just an edit of my summer here in Cyprus. A lot of cool scenes that I uploaded into a Drive folder, and then he just added music on top. And I got an Instagram reel, a TikTok, as well as a YouTube short on my shorts channel. Here in the back you see my little library, and the interesting part is that all of those books, I've read them before I turned 18. So I literally spent my teenage years a lot with personal development, and you can even say I sacrificed my youth because I literally never went to parties at 14, 15, 16, 17 years old. I never attended a party, I never drank alcohol, and I was most of the times at home trying to start a business, trying to become a better person and trying to start something because I had this inner call and desire to do something different. And I knew as soon as school is finished, I'm getting forced into into uni, which I never really wanted. And so I was so much focused on starting an online business at a very young age, where my mother even said, what are you even doing? Because we are talking about 2015, 16, where making money online wasn't really a big thing as it is today. But something in this brain just knew the potential of YouTube, personal branding and all that, which is the reason why I actually uploaded my very first YouTube video literally in 2011. Let me show you. So this right here is actually my very first YouTube channel, and if we filter by all these videos, you see 15 years ago. So I was literally recording myself dancing as a 12, 13-year-old kid with the camcorder of my mom, and then I went home, put the SD card into the computer of my father, and I edited those videos with Windows Live Movie Maker, which doesn't even exist anymore. And doing these lifestyle videos is my biggest passion. Like creating this video or any other video is just so natural to me, to the point where friends say that, Rico, you're literally a born YouTuber, which I totally agree with, because if you would ask me at 12 years old, what's your number one goal in life? I would literally tell you to become a YouTuber. I mean, look at this. What even is going on here? Darkness, my dancing cozy name. You just see how young I am. Damn, I got moves. Ooh, ooh. Rico with them dance moves. Don't ask me if I still have the skills. I do. But yeah, fast forward to today, we have AI, this and that, and this is my current master map of the .One group. This is literally everything that involves my business. If we scroll into here, we have Ricardo Gorski, then we have Tax1, we have Offplan.One, we have Rico, which is focused on my YouTube channel. Here we have my team, here we have ideas, we have systems here and softwares that I use, because I'm a very organized person and I totally love organization, systems and routines. And I'm very good at implementing systems for anything I do in life. This goes from personal stuff, so literally from how I schedule my day, to business, how I structure my businesses, how I create content, how I script it, how I come up with the ideas, how we edit it, how we come up with titles, thumbnails, and split testing, analytics, statistics, this and that. It's been quite a journey, but I would say that I am at a very good position right now where I can scale healthily without burning out because of the systems. And an amazing help is obviously Notion that I've been using forever. We have here the Rico Go content machine with non-prio, priority 2, priority 1 and production pipelines. Here we have a master sheet of all video ideas that I'm going to upload over the next few months. Cigar, step by step, brick by brick. I'm also using systems in my calendar, of course. The blue boxes are business related, the purple ones are private, the yellow ones are discovery calls at Tax.One. As you see, we have a lot of first consultations per week at Tax.One, as so many people want to relocate here to Cyprus, just as you maybe. Who knows? And so those are just a few behind the scenes of how I run my business, my life effectively. Right now I'm just waiting for my iPad to get charged because I'm about to record Tax1 and Offplan.One videos, which I usually do with my iPad to have some more visuals. This is the concept idea over there, purely education, just as Alex Hormozy, as I said earlier, whereas this channel is more private, more behind the scenes, more relaxed, more lifestyle, vlogs, travels, this and that. And this actually perfectly leads to the next videos, because my travel plans got a little bit changed. I wanted to go to Germany, Estonia, Finland for a wedding, Spain, Ibiza, this and that. And I even already booked a lot of flights. I rented cars, I made appointments and meetings with people in those countries, and then I lose my passport. What a bummer. Nevertheless, we are flying to Warsaw, Poland very soon. I'm definitely excited about that. Hope you enjoyed this video, which was a little bit different. It was at home for the first time. But reality is, most of the time I'm not outdoors. And this is what a lot of people confuse. They see me driving around in supercars. They see me jet skiing, doing boat trips, going to amazing events, meetups, this and that. But that's just a small part of my day-to-day life. And that's why I love this YouTube channel, Rico Go, which is my #1 passion, because I'm being real here, totally transparent, totally raw. And I love every single one of you guys. You are the true community. And this was a week in the life here in Cyprus. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you subscribe, then I will see you in the next one.